Hey everyone, hope you're doing well. Welcome back. We are at week 23. This one's going to be pretty short and sweet, just because we're just wrapping up the year and getting into the festive season, as Christmas is already next week. Pretty crazy, and in a couple weeks the year is done and we'll be in 2024. Some people are hoping that 2024 is going to be a bit better of a year, and I do believe so overall for life and for business in the real estate industry. First off, I want to thank everybody and would like to ask you to give us a like or a share if you are liking our videos, and to subscribe on that YouTube channel there. So we'll just start with a little bit of news from the Bank of Canada and from the feds in the States, what they're kind of saying and what they're kind of projecting for next year. And then we'll just get into our downtown surrounding areas, Don Mills, Leaside, Mount Pleasant, Yonge and Egg, and the Durham areas. We'll go pretty straightforward with that because everything is just coming down as it is the season. So we saw the feds in the States hold the rates, and they actually made an announcement that they're possibly going to be doing 3 rate cuts next year. But even the day after, there was a little bit of backtrack on that too. So it's still very unknown. But with Bank of Canada, they mentioned that the first half of the year is, first half-ish of the year is going to be pretty tough and pretty tight. So I do expect them to hold through the first, at least first quarter, maybe most of the second quarter, and then I think we will start to see some rate cuts there. So the second half of the year is going to be interesting. Even the spring market will be something to really keep an eye on, just because we have such low inventory for the year and low sales. So there is still a lot of pent-up demand, I do believe, that's there. So we will see the spring market, I think, kick into gear maybe a little bit later than usual, because the last few years it started around February. So we might see some decent action in March. Again, so this is going to give the small window is kind of narrowing for buyers to take advantage of these lower prices as prices continue to go lower across the board. But how long will that last? And once I think Bank of Canada does mention that they are going to possibly doing the rate cuts at a certain time, I think that's just going to rev up the demand as well. So things to keep an eye on there. And I'm pretty excited to hear that the rate cuts will be coming next year at some point, not just for real estate, but for overall the economy, right? But again, we don't want them to cut it too fast, because if the prices go up too much, then we'll get the inflation. So there's a happy medium. So we got to keep an eye on that inflation number, and hopefully it continues to keep lowering. And then I think that will be an interesting thing to watch and see what happens next year, especially second quarter, third quarter there. And then so we'll get to our downtown surrounding areas for our weekly talk there. Again, active listings are coming down a decent amount, especially in the condos. We've seen, I think, over the last 2 weeks, almost 300 listings come off the market. Most of them, I do believe, will be relisted next year. So again, that's the thing. So we're going to see lower inventory of things for the next month or so. So whatever's out there is going to be what is out there for buyers. There will be a few more listings coming out in the next month or so, but at the same time, whatever's out right now, and if buyers need to buy within the next couple months, this is your opportunity. And don't miss out, because we still are seeing a decent amount of sales. Nothing crazy. They are lower week over week, but that is expected for this time of the year. I think this week and the next week are obviously going to be pretty low, just Christmas, family time. All the kids are out of school, so once kids kind of get back into school and all the bills are paid from Christmas, if they can be paid, so that will be a little bit interesting to see. For, I think, probably starting in end of January, we might see a little bit more of uptick in new listings, but I think end of February, beginning of March is when things are really going to kick into gear. For the Don Mills area, active listings are down a little bit, and for condos as well, obviously. So prices are down, but sales are pretty solid week over week, pretty flat there. For the Leaside, Mount Pleasant, Yonge and Eglinton area, again, things are down. Sales are still pretty flat though. So again, overall, we're seeing months of inventory going down, which is expected for this time of the year. And then we saw in Durham area a decent amount of active listings, especially in the freehold side. Almost 300 active listings down from 2 weeks ago. for the freehold side, because there are a lot of listings in the Durham area there. And then condos still slowing down, but we did see an uptick in sales in condos. So I think that might be a little bit of opportunity for some investors for the condo side in the Durham area. So that's something to consider too. And then yeah, so I just wanted to wish everybody a happy holidays, because I'll probably be doing the next video after Christmas. So Merry Christmas to everyone, and hope you enjoyed the little tidbit of information. And if you do have an area and a home type that you'd like a little bit more detail on, please don't hesitate to reach out. I'll definitely be able to do that. You can click my calendar link in the bio for the YouTube video, where you can book a call with me, and then we can go over things and see what's the best for you to do for the future of your real estate endeavors. All right, appreciate you guys. Have a good one. Talk soon.